Meanwhile, Tommy Tuberville has said that he'd like to beefing up his non-conference schedule, but for the time being, they will take on teams like New Mexico. And Seth Doege and company are ready to rock and roll. He gets over the 5,000-yard passing mark today. We pick it up in the first quarter, and it's a show between Seth Doege and Eric Ward. When these two get together, touchdowns happen. That from 20 yards out, 7-0, Red Raiders. Then more Doege to Ward. This touchdown covers 39 yards, and the Red Raiders are up 21-7. Doege would not be finished. Still in this second quarter, Seth finds, you guess who, Eric Ward. Third touchdown catch of the game. Then Doege, Doege feels like he's got to spread it around a little bit, so he'll find Jace Amaro, who had a score last week from 9 yards out. 35-14 Red Raiders. Then just before the half, to add even more insult to injury, his fifth touchdown pass of the half. Texas Tech had 455 yards of offense in the first half alone. Doege ends up with 6 touchdowns in the game. As Tech rolls, Red Raiders beat one of the nation's top-ranked rushing defenses with a great passing game. That's how you do it. Let's hear from the head coach, Tommy Tuberville, standing by with Leslie McCaslin.
Well, Coach, another big win for you guys. How would you grade this new defense of yours after 3 games?
Oh, our defense is much better. We tried to work on our depth the last 3 weeks, too. We played a lot of kids, and, we're getting ready to get in a 9-game stretch. We're going to need about 25 or 30 defensive players, but we've got more speed, we're tackling better, and we're playing better on third down. That's what's helped us.
Well, Seth, with a career-high 6 touchdown passes tonight, how would you rate his performance?
He's played great. He worked very hard in the offseason. He's worked hard with all of his receivers. We got quite a few receivers, and he's kind of spreading the ball around. Our offensive line's playing good, but we've got a running game going, and that's kept the rush off of him. So it's been great to watch him have a good 3 games. Now we got to turn it up a little bit.
Time now for the Justin Original Work Boots, hardest working player of the game. Got to give it to Seth Doege, a career high 6 touchdowns. A lot of them to that Ward character, and he became a 5,000-yard passer today. And the good thing about Seth Doege, Coach, when you look at him, he's a guy with experience. He's proven he can do it. He's healthy, and he's got the Red Raiders going right now.
Doege threw for over 4,000 yards a year ago. We've seen him do that. Doege and those receivers make this a very dangerous offensive football team.
They're dangerous, but it's like, can they sustain it? The Oklahoma thing, win happens last year, and then they can't respond to that, and they just fade out. Everybody's waiting to see, okay, it's easy to brag on that defense right now. When they go up against some stiff competition, what are they going to be able to do? I was a little impressed what they did last week going into San Marcos, pulling that off. But I think Tuberville needs to win 6 games to keep his job.
We'll see how that works out. Let's take a brief time out. Coming up next, we'll put a bow on it and tell you what's ahead in the Big 12.